there's that whole starchy vegetable category. Potatoes fall in that too. And when we build our balance plates for imbalance, we really allow only whole grains. Okay? Because we feel like the fiber and some of the other nutrients you get there are not as strong in, say, a potato. So we're not saying meat starch, we're saying meat whole grain. Okay? Now with starchy vegetables, you're talking about, peas, beans, corn, potatoes. Most of those have the calories of a grain, but many of the nutrients of a vegetable. Does that make sense? So corn has lots of fiber just like broccoli would, but it's more the calories of a grain. So I wouldn't avoid them, but just they do provide more calories. Make sense? Yes. Yeah, I tend to, when I'm building balance plates at home for the family, I do tend to pull back and do a lot of the more what I call high water content vegetables and fruits. So not that I avoid corn because I think there's anything wrong with it, I just don't tend to build that as part of the balanced plate as often. Or I might put corn with another vegetable, make a succotash or corn and okra, so that I'm getting something else there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's a great way to use it. I mean, it's mixed in with the whole grain. Mm-hmm. And so out on the table today, that's what you'll see. You'll see what we did. We did a grain salad that gives you, that grain is actually a high protein grain. You've got some nuts there, which we talked about. You've got some fruits and the smoothies. These smoothies, Ty and I developed here especially for you guys last summer. And our goal in developing that smoothie, I'm not sure it went over that well, but the goal in developing it was to get away from the processed sugary smoothie. And so they're both downstairs. We offer the sugary smoothie, the sweet smoothie, but we also offer some that are very interesting. And I'd encourage you to take a moment to look at them. There's a couple that provide a balance of carbohydrate, protein, and fat because we put avocado in them, and we put tofu in them, and we put fruit in them so that you could get all of those nutrients in. There's one that has spinach in it. You would never know it. Do you like it?
I like them all. Mm-hmm. Is that the meal replacement?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There's one, I think we called it five a day. I can't remember all the names now. But we tried to get in as many vegetables and fruits as we could. Not variety-wise, but volume-wise, into a drinkable drink. And we didn't strain it out. When I talk about juices, I'm talking about filtered juices that have the pulp taken out. We didn't strain it. We put that whole fruit and vegetable in it, and it stays in there, so you get the whole benefit without, it's just blended. Oh. Mm-hmm. Good. Good.
I have a question about flaxseed.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that it has to be ground.
Yes, it does need to be ground because the seed itself is so tiny that it will slip right through your digestive tract and not really be absorbed. So you don't get the omega-3s and the beneficial nutrients out of it. You can buy it already ground, but I've also read mixed reports about whether you should just grind it yourself because these oils are not that stable, shelf stable for long periods of time. So it would be better to grind it yourself as you need it.
Mm-hmm. And just in a food process?
Mm-hmm. Or a coffee grinder will do it. Mm-hmm. But you don't want to blend your coffee.
I'm really depressed. I bought this flaxseed cereal, and it's not ground. You can see the tiny little, they look like, I don't know. It might have been, well, but, and you could see the flaxseed in there, and then I read that you have to grind it, and I'm like, well.
It's a very popular add-in to things, but if you don't grind it, you're not going to get the full benefit of it.
I know. Well, I didn't know that before.
Unless you sit there, I guess you could do. I guess you could really chew it, but I don't. Even then, I'm not sure you could get it ground properly. You could grind enough for a week; it would be fine. Oh, it's pretty shelf stable as the whole seed. It's like a sesame seed. I don't know about a couple of years. I would say 6 months if I had to. Mm-hmm. Okay, any other questions? Thank you for coming today.
Thank you. It's always fun.
Now I'm going to go.
For next year's welcome week.
I'm going to go build my balance plate for lunch. I hope to see some of you down there. I didn't even see that.